All aboard the tram, everyone. We have a tram by ChoroQ. And let's see here. It says 2004. Getting kind of old. And it says on the printing here, Kawa. And then 8006. And 8000. I think that's the series of tram that this is. Okay. And then here's a photo of the 8006 train. Okay. So, in my searches of the internet, I just looked up Tram 8006, and this image here is probably this train, but in a modern livery. That's what I'm going to assume. So there are no photos other than this photo on this box. I couldn't find any online that look like this. So this was probably back in 2004 that this train had this kind of livery. I thought I was buying a bus, but apparently it's not. it's a tram, which is basically a small train. It's running on rails. You can clearly see in the photo. I would think that a country like Japan with all the earthquakes, it doesn't make sense to run trains, but naturally they know better than I do. I'm not a civil engineer. Alright, well, let's look at this guy here. And the side is pretty slab-sided. That's pretty smooth. It's just printed on the side. The only molded detail is this recess here, where they printed on some train bogie wheels and stuff. The axles there. So this end we have some headlights, and they're clear as this. So I think this whole body is this dark clear plastic, and they painted everything else. There's actually pretty good grille detail down here. And then the 8006, I don't know what that 2 is, but there's like a air vent up here molded in. Some sort of box. On this side we have 2 doors like the other side did. And then this is, I guess, a mirror of the other side, so it's coming and going at the same time. It looks the same. But on the top we have this pantograph, which is the electrical connections, so it lifts it up and it hits the electrical lines up above to get its power to the electric motors. It's nice that they added this little piece of plastic here to keep it from scratching itself and from shipping vibrations. Yeah, I mean, this is a toy, but this would, I feel like, break off pretty easily if you abuse this, if you gave this to a small child. But I think any adult wouldn't have a problem with it. So I'm trying to figure out if there's a top or bottom. It looks like this is the top, and then this is full. Yeah, I guess like that. It's storage mode the way it was. Okay, and then on the bottom we just have Choro-Q 04, right, and then in this case I think it's screwed in 2 spots to keep it together. Rubbery tires. So this is a wine pullback toy. Alright, I kind of like that it doesn't have the coin holder. It's, granted, it's a cartoon train, but I like to see all sides of a cartoon instead of a coin holder. So this is pretty neat. It wasn't my intention to collect trains, but turns out I slowly am, because my first train review, what did I have? This Tokyo train here. Actually, let me get the spinning thing out. So this is like a Tokyo Metro train, whereas this is running on high-speed train tracks. This is just running on street tram tracks. I'm not sure if they're a different width of rail or what, but and then I have this other tram. It's an electric tram that used to run in the 1960s through a tunnel of a dam. And so there's a separate video on that one. Just look up, like, boy, I forget what the heck the thing was called. Camden, the Kansai Electric Company had these to go through its dam that it owned. Alright, yeah, I guess that's it for my train-like things. So we'll keep this video shorter than usual. These ChoroQ videos are actually almost always short. Let me get a separate coaster. Let this guy spin on its own. We'll get that photo back up there. Who's gonna ride the train today? Well, we'll get Mario out here. Okay, well, it's a pretty cool little cartoonish train, or tram, whatever you want to call it. Just like different castings from this ChoroQ brand. I also like the fact that these are relatively small toys. That's why I've collected a few hundred of them now. They don't take much room. I don't actually have a display case for my ChoroQs. I just put them into like some file folder drawers. You know, those cheap plastic stacking drawers for putting papers in, and it works for me. Okay, well, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next maybe cartoon train review. Bye.